everybody, welcome to Careers Out There. I'm Mark Luber, and today we are in Pasadena, California, sitting with Cameron Stone, a professional cellist who has performed with the likes of Green Day on their most recent album, on Guns N' Roses' track November Rain. He performed recently with Whitney Houston at the American Music Awards. He's played on countless TV commercials, James Bond films, played with Andrea Bocelli, and here he is with us today. Thank you so much for joining us, Cameron.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate your being here. So, I named a few of the projects. Tell us some of the things that you've worked on and what exactly it is that you do. What does it mean, professional cellist?
I make a lot of noise on things from dog food commercials to Green Day records. I worked with Andrea Bocelli this year, Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys, a couple projects for Dr. Dre, a couple of the young guys from American Idol. Tons of fun stuff. Played with Whitney Houston on the American Music Awards. And a lot of artists you wouldn't know, too.
What's a typical day for someone who does what you're doing?
Typical day. Today I did 4 Visa commercials, and later today I'm working on a project that's coming out in about 2 months. I wish I could tell you who it was. A lot of session work. When I'm done with other people's session work, I usually come home and work for myself. I maintain a home studio. And I find that doing a lot of things keeps me busy, also keeps more irons in the fire than not.
Here's a question that a lot of people out there are going to be wondering. How did you get there? What did you have to do career-wise to get to this point where you're now able to not just make a living, but to be kicking ass at what you're doing?
Well,
to be getting calls from big-time people. You're doing all the exciting stuff. There's people around the world that could be watching this right now who would dream to have your job. You are one of those people with one of those dream jobs.
It is.
And so they're wondering, how can they do it? How can the person watching right now do what you're doing? What did you have to do?
If you want to do what I do or become a professional musician, practice, be dedicated, love what you do. I think I would play the cello even if I didn't make $1 from it. But it just so happens I do. I'm very lucky, and I try to never forget that. Other steps that I think anybody could apply to their profession: always leave your clients satisfied. It's very important, as any sort of entrepreneur, to not be geographically constrained to your job. By that I mean reaching out on the web. I have a bunch of clients in Japan, Spain, a bunch of clients up and down the East Coast. So I think that's a huge thing for anybody in any profession. Get outside of your physical geography and develop some clients everywhere.
When you were getting going, and you were nobody knew who you were. You were just a guy in his bedroom playing the cello. What got you to that point where you were in demand and having good gigs?
Well, I specifically remember playing with a string quartet. It happened to be 3 very good-looking women and myself. And we were picked to play for backup for Depeche Mode for a week at the Forum. And I think we were picked because of how good they looked. But we really tried to do a good job, and the moment that 20,000 people were screaming at me, I thought, I want to do this again. This is really cool. I think as a cellist, as a classical cellist, I didn't go for the meat and gravy Los Angeles Philharmonic job. In fact, I auditioned for the job. There were 400 of us, and the end of the first day, there were 76 of us left. I got called for the second day, and I was all excited, and I played 4 notes, and they said, "Thank you, we'll call you." They never called back. And I figured at that point, you know what, let me try something else. And I just kept gravitating toward fun things, out of the box. You know, I plug my cello in, I go electrified sometimes. Playing with Guns N' Roses in the early 90s was an eye-opener. It's nice to have those little stepping stones and to find a niche to go somewhere. And I think I just kept going back to those same clients again, those wonderful clients who'd bring me in for the odd, weird thing.
We all saw that viral video this year about the musician whose guitar was destroyed by the airlines. Does anything like that ever happen to you? I've
had several pieces of gear damaged in baggage. Fortunately, I'm at the place now in my career where I make all my clients buy an extra seat. It's nice. Nice to have my instrument near me. And
so the cello's actually sitting there on the plane?
Right next to me, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Do they give peanuts for the cello?
You know, I chided them about that. The last flight I was on a couple days ago, I said to the stewardess, "You didn't offer my cello any beer."
That'd be very nice. You guys could drink together.
Yeah.
If someone's watching right now and they're thinking, maybe I should be a professional musician, or maybe I should be a dog catcher. What do you think someone trying to make a decision should plan in their mind as far as, I'm going to eat top ramen noodles for 10 years, and then maybe I'll make $1?
You should be doing lots of things by the end of high school. During college, please, of course, you're going to have to focus on your craft and focus on your art, but still try to do other things. Oprah told me this on one occasion: diversify your income. If you want to become a musician, keep doing what you're doing. Become a musician elsewhere. So I would say, if you're looking to get into this business and you're just starting, don't put a lot of pressure on earning a buck playing music. But once you get started, there's more and more opportunities come up.
And for people who are watching right now, whether they're in high school, they're in college, what can they start doing today? What are some things they could do right now to move on a path towards what you do?
Today, right now, today, go practice. And enjoy what you do. You're going to have good days and bad days, but do at least one thing every day that you think helps further your career. Your experience accumulates and you'll get better. And also the word gets out, Conversely, if you're not good, word gets out too.
Hey everybody, for the full interview and for more interviews like this about other kinds of careers, be sure to visit us at careersoutthere.com. We'd love to know if this information is useful to you, so drop us some constructive feedback at the site if you can. Thanks again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.